afternoon. Welcome to our chill stream. So today we are going to be doing the Mix and Pour Resin Studio, the Wood River Plank version. So with this one, I guess we are using 2 pieces of wood, some glass stuff, and some resin to create the look of a river. And this is the one that won the vote, so I want to thank everybody who took the time to vote in the poll. Every week I run a poll for what craft kit you guys want to see. So if there's a particular thing you want to see, let us know. We'll try to get a hold of it. Give me a sec. So these are most of the materials. Well, okay, I have the kit. The kit should be all inclusive, but we also have some other resin goodies as well. Hey, Dawn, good evening. I'm actually standing behind the camera. I apologize if I'm kind of loud. I'll be in front of the camera in a minute. So I did promise you guys a visit from a special guest. So, this is Dax. He's come to visit. This is my brother's kitten. And since my brother is at Fire Academy right now, we're kitten sitting. So, Devin rescued this little guy a couple of days ago from an AutoZone parking lot. Sorry, he's a wiggle worm now that he's got some food in his tummy. Ooh, 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 come on, Dax. He says, enough of the camera, enough of that. He's a real cutie, but I am going to put him in his box. He is a real handful. I'm going to put him in his box so he can eat some dinner and chill out and have a chance to relax, and I'm going to wash my hands. And, okay.
He said, now. I'll bring him to Paula.
He was wiggle worming on her too.
Yeah, he was.
Do you want him or do you want me to pick him up?
He might be hungry now.
I'm gonna feed him.
He's decided his food is on the island. On the island, Becca.
Or rice vinegar or you go beyond the camera. I'll handle him.
Oh, shall I start talking about what's in the kit?
Yeah, would you?
Okay. While Becca is feeding the cat, talk about what kind of things are in this kit that she was referring to. So, oh, this kit is chock full of stuff. Looks like all the stuff we didn't get on the other one. Okay. So we've got the instructions.
Is he in his carrot or eating?
And it says what's inside will be resin and hardener. So the resin and hardener are right here. And this glass stone bag. So these are the glass stone bags. I'm going to move this.
Ooh, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff.
Let me move some of this away.
And
Yeah, I
got
put him
the
up.
2 wood planks, which I bet you thought they were going to be little bitty.
No, they're pretty sizable.
Yeah. So that's one on top of the other. There's a paintbrush in here, in this tube. There's the paintbrush, and I think Becca's going to want to, she's giving me mean eye.
Why did they include that at all?
I don't know. It's a paintbrush, stirring stick, which could be this, and 2 craft sticks. So these are the 2 substantial
big.
craft sticks with Peachtree Plaything stamped on the side.
Hey, you know what? Peachtree makes a bunch of the Dollar Tree stuff too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dollar Tree what? Art stuff?
Yeah. Well, just Dollar Tree stuff in general.
Oh, okay.
There are 12 push pins So the 12 push pins are included right here next to the glass stones. There's a mixing container. Oh, this is sad.
Why? What's
And
that?
a pouring bowl. Mixing containers right here. It's
Can
not
I
very big.
paint on UV resin? And I guess to make figures, you need to make your own molds. So if you're interested in making figures using resin, I would recommend you check out the Craftsman YouTube channel, CRAFSMAN. He talks about that a lot. And resin, at least in this instance, is kind of like a plastic. So if you have a textured surface on it, whether it's from the mold or something you spray on, you probably could paint on it using an acrylic maybe, or an enamel.
Okay, here is the pouring bowl. Here is the mixing bowl, and I believe these are
Gloves.
gloves.
What?
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's 2 disposable plastic gloves. There's wax sheets, or 2 wax sheets right here that are folded. There's also acetate something. What did it say?
Acetate.
Acetate
sheet.
sheet is right here.
Okay, this is a
This is the
an
acetate
involved
sheet.
craft.
Yeah, there it is right there. It's rolled up. What is this? Oh, this is the craft tape. And what else am I missing? Well, I
This
also
black
included
sheet of
this. What is
something.
this?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm not seeing it.
And it says the 2 things that we may be missing are
A blow dryer, which
And
I own
paper
one, and I
towels.
don't know where that is, and I can
and
get a
paper
hold
towels,
of paper
which
towels.
I mean most people have in their house.
Yeah.
So
So for
I'm
20
gonna-
bucks, you get a
a lot more than some of
Yeah.
those other
I know.
kits.
A lot of these kits we've
These
had
are
to.
nice, these mats.
Oh, those did not come
Oh,
with that.
okay.
But she
They're nice
purchased
anyway.
silicone mats. Okay,
Is that so it wouldn't stick?
Huh?
Is that so that the?
I guess. Not happy.
No, he's not. He wants to make some action.
So I am releasing the push pins and the stones from the container. And I brought some gloves from home. Because some of these kits, you just really never know what you're gonna get. Oh, I guess he's gonna visit us. Okay, so I am just untaping all this stuff.
It's okay, Bo. He's just a visitor.
And I'm gonna use scissors. Instead of trying to pull this tape off.
Dax is salty because he wants to explore, and
know,
we're not letting him
already.
do that because he's too little.
Little, too little. His mother, probably, if she were around, probably wouldn't let him explore either. Because mama cats are very, very watchful and very specific about what their babies can do and what they can't do. So,
If Bowie had taken a shine to him, I might.
Yeah.
then Bowie would watch him. But
Right.
Bowie says, I don't know about
Bowie's,
this.
sure.
Bowie's not into babies.
Well, he's a male cat. Male cats usually aren't into babies, except to get rid of them when they want to mate with the mother. So, since he's had,
I'll try to get behind you. I set up the camera kind of funky.
okay. So look at the wood. The wood is pretty nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Yeah, it's pretty quality wood.
Smells good too. So, what do you want to do first?
Well, we ought
Read the
to,
directions?
Yeah, read the directions.
Okay,
Where did they go?
right here.
I'm so glad you're here today because you're more together than I am.
Well, that's because you
I
have
got
the cat.
kitten distracted.
Okay, it says before we begin, prepare a clean and level workspace in a well-ventilated area. So this would have been a good day to work on the back porch. It says cover your workspace with wax paper sheet included.
That's okay. I have a tablecloth and I have silicone.
Yeah, so we may not need the wax paper sheets. So I'll put them over there. And it says put on the plastic work gloves included. So I hope these are acceptable. And before we get started, the warning says, read all instructions before you begin. Always handle the resin and hardener with gloves to avoid contact with skin. In case of skin contact, wash with warm water and soap for 1 minute. In case of eye contact, rinse with cool water and seek medical attention immediately. Resin will adhere to almost any surface. Be sure to cover your workspace completely and wipe away resin spills immediately. Do not pour resin or hardener down the drain. Do not pour directly into the sewer. Do not flush down the toilet, for all those of you that are used to disposing of all your unwanted objects in
Yeah.
the sewer system.
He really wants down. I'm looking for something I can set up as like a playpen for him and just have him
He
right
just
here.
couldn't be in the cave, in the.
He was
in the-
crying.
In here though with us.
Yeah, I'll move him.
Like on that chair next to Dee Dee.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's gonna make any difference.
No, but
He wants to get loose.
yes.
So, let's see what this is.
You're a good boy.
And what are
Good
these?
boy, Bowie.
That,
What?
these.
Syringes to get it into smaller areas.
Oh, good for you.
Okay.
You've been thinking ahead, huh?
Yeah, well,
How'd you
I've
get
been
it into
wanting
the
to
syringe,
do.
though?
We'll figure it
Oh,
out.
that didn't come with the kid?
No, this did not
Oh,
come with the
okay.
kid. This was her thinking after our last
I
adventure
see.
with resin. Because there were some spaces
Yeah, they
that it
didn't get.
didn't get into, although I was surprised at how well it actually did.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo. Sorry.
Would you like me to hold him and handle him?
No, no,
when you
he's
do this?
actually in the cage. He's good now because
Okay.
he can see us, and I
Yeah.
think that was the
So,
problem.
you said we're gonna have something to put underneath this.
Well, doesn't the
It says
instructions
wax paper.
show? Now, I
It shows
also
a wax
have.
sheet.
I also
On-
have
Oh, wait.
this.
It says, no. It says to place the 2 wood pieces on the acetate sheet. So here is the acetate sheet. And this does have bands,
It's okay, Mr. Bo, Mr.
No, that's
Dax.
the bands on the acetate sheet. So this is gonna go on the acetate sheet.
Yeah.
So we
Now,
need to find a
Would it? Because
place.
this would allow us to move it without it getting
Or you wanna
disrupted.
put,
It's not quite big enough, is it?
it's big enough for this.
Right.
Yeah.
I meant
You know,
for this.
But it'll, look, we'll do it like this. Once you put the wood in, the wood is going to hold it down.
Will the wood fit? Let's try the
Yeah, the wood is
first.
small, see?
Dax. 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 Dax.
Okay.
He's angry.
So it would give us some river.
Okay.
How much river are we supposed are we
Um,
supposed to have?
3 inches apart with the bark sides facing each inward. So actually, it should go like this and like this. I hold him. He's angry.
He's mad because
Aaron.
in the box.
Yes. Or maybe we
Look,
can even
it's
move it out
lower.
like this, huh? I mean, I don't know how big the river, I don't know how much of this resin.
Yeah. No.
It's gonna fill up the reservoir.
They included. So I want to use the resin they included.
Right,
for this
but it
kit.
may only, if
But
we
you-
have it this
you
far
talked
apart,
me
it said
into-
3 inches
You
back.
said since we would be doing resin, we might as well do resin. So I grabbed some of the other resin
Okay,
stuff.
so it says, 3 inches apart. With the bark sides facing each inward. Place a strip of craft tape
Dax.
along the
Yeah.
top and bottom edges.
Because you're making like
Yes.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dam,
Good
basically,
boy.
Across here,
and across here.
right, and if it was on an
Hey, good boy.
acetate sheet, it might make
This
it
is a
easier
bad
to do
spot, huh?
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Because-
fine. We've never done
I
this
know,
kit,
it's
so we're
hard
just
to
kind
do
of learning.
When you want to be out. I know the feeling.
Oh, you don't wanna leave this on your dining room
I
table
know,
for a
good
week?
boy. Yes.
That's not the point I'm trying to
Tell
make.
me. Tell me
To
about it.
access the edges of the wood, yeah. Yeah, okay, good idea. Good thinking, Becca. Oh, now we're gonna put this down. Okay,
And then this.
okay, and then the wood with the bark facing inward. And 3 inches apart. And let's see what else. Well, I don't think it's gonna matter. You might actually have something you can put up on your wall.
Hmm.
And she says,
Wouldn't be bad as a cutting
Okay.
board.
Then we need
The
the tape, and we're gonna tape the top and bottom edges. So
Will you
here
tape it
is,
to the silicone?
Oh.
you just tape it to make like a dam.
Sorry, I
I
can't
see.
actually see the camera. It'd be helpful to have another set of eyes letting me know if things are framed up.
Okay, well, I'll try to go over there and look.
Well, it looks like they're framed up. It's framed up. Maybe it could go a little bit more to the left.
Yeah, there we go.
They don't give you a lot of tape, so I'm just putting it across.
each end, and I'll cut it.
Does it go on the bottom at all, or
No, it didn't say anything about the bottom. It said exactly along the top and bottom edges of both wood planks, also covering the space in between.
I'm trying. The thing is, it being on the
Starting
same,
on
because there's a
one
bit of
edge.
a raised edge, it
Yeah.
makes it a little more challenging. Would you cut it? No, way over here. Because I want a little extra so I can have it wrapped around the sides.
I think it's supposed to be just enough to make a dam.
Yeah. Well, if we run out of packing tape, I know I
It
have
is
more
kind of like
somewhere.
packing tape,
Mhm.
but is it going to go all the way at the bottom?
I tried, but there's a little bit of a
A gap.
yeah. I mean, you can't get it perfect.
Okay.
Oh, he's peeing. Good.
Yes, he does use a litter box. Surprisingly enough, for a stray, he does have good house manners so far. But there's always a surprise at the bottom of the box. In cereal, at least.
Oh, they don't even do that anymore.
No.
Okay, I'm holding
Okay,
it.
so we need to, and we need to. This isn't very sticky tape, is it?
Not really, but it's thick tape.
Okay.
So
All right. The good news is that once the tape is in place, if we forget where,
I'll kind of pinch it on the edges to
just a little bit, yeah, at least on this part here.
yeah, just to give it because it gives it a little more structure.
Okay, the next thing it says, fold the acetate sheet upward along the top and bottom edges of the wood plank.
So that's this. Is that
Fold
after
this
you
upward, yeah. Fold it
Before we
upward.
get too far into this, I also want to point out that any super chats raised while we're doing these craft streams with Dax as a visitor, they go to his care. So I'm just going to pass that money along to
As
his owner.
requested to his home by his owner. I don't know if that's gonna stay up, but anyway, it
They give
says.
us push pins for that though.
Oh, do they?
I thought so.
It's okay,
Oh, and
Daxie.
secure with a craft stick and push pins to hold in place. So.
It's all right, Dax.
Where?
Where are the push pins?
Well, the craft sticks go
Oh, were
like
we supposed
this.
to have done
No,
that?
no. This is how they're secured.
This is an
But
involved
this
craft.
is not flat, see, and that's the problem because
So
this
we can
goes
redo it.
down. You would have
Oh,
to put it
this?
on the table for it to be flat.
Move the, wow, I'm gonna try. It's really a four hands kind of thing.
Well, we can always readjust it in a position.
There we go.
Yeah. So,
It's okay, Dax.
see, that's gonna keep it straight also. So here are the push pins.
Oh, the push pins go through that?
The push
Into
pins
the-
will go through the craft stick
Okay, into the
and
into the
into
wood.
the wood to hold it in place.
And what do the craft sticks do?
It just it creates support,
Oh, okay.
I assume. Man,
Oh, Dax.
see,
Daxy,
this
Daxy,
is not
Daxy.
fun. I thought I was gonna get out and
Do
If
some
he was big
exploring.
enough to wear a halter, that would be okay too, because then we could put him on the halter and he could explore
Mhm.
a
Okay,
vicinity.
that.
I know you
Push
want
pins.
out.
So we need one of these at the top and one of these at the bottom. And I would start first by securing it like right next to right into the, where it starts
the
with the
edge.
wood. if you can get them in. I can't get these in.
I can get it. It's just hard.
They don't exactly push.
Yeah, they're so small.
Well, this is very hard too.
Yeah. Woo!
Okay.
How many did they give us total?
They gave us
I
12.
used 12. Okay, so 6 for each side.
So I had to push it through the wood first, the craft
Mhm.
stick first.
Let me know when you're ready for the baby. We're doing this. It's hard to explain. It seems like it's a popular craft. This is the kit we're doing.
Are you making the tray that's on the front of it?
Yeah. Well,
What?
yeah.
Okay.
A tray. Yeah, it might help if we get it through the craft stick first. And then an inch. I'm gonna do an inch away.
So if you like my work, if you like my channel, and you like kittens, like I said, all super chats are going to Dax's care.
Even angry kittens.
He might be angry, but
He's safe.
he does need to go to the vet. I mean, he's been to the vet, but he's got another appointment in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yes, we know how you feel, Dax.
Hammer would be helpful because then you could, because I can get it in, but I
Well,
can't get it in far.
You know what? It really. Oh, this is not gonna work that well. Yeah, a hammer. You don't have anything that you can use as a hammer?
No, I mean, I have hammers, but
Okay, let's use a hammer then.
I can just.
I
do
got it through this. Wait, I wouldn't do it to that.
No, I need something.
If that breaks, we
something-
got
Yeah.
a problem. Get the hammer back.
No, wait. I think I don't want the hammer because it's going to be noisy and big, and I think it's just more effort.
You don't have a little hammer?
No, not that I know of.
That's not gonna work either. I'm telling you. We need a hammer. Yeah, interesting. Ooh, what, you gonna bend the
I don't
push
care if I
I know,
do,
but it's
'cause-
not gonna do what we want
Yeah,
it
I
to
know.
do.
It's supposed to hold
It's supposed-
this.
This craft stick in place, right.
We're basically building a tray using acetate.
Joseph, you got a
tape.
hammer?
I did.
You want?
I did tell him not to get it, but it's
We
okay.
do, we need it. We can't put these in by
Yeah, I
hand.
know. Well,
It's, the wood is too hard.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
is.
this is pine, so if it were
I don't know
pine,
Yeah,
what it
it'd be
is. I don't
easier
know.
to put
if it were
in.
pine, it would be a little bit easier, because that would be a resin wood, but this is not, so. I don't know what it is, but it's a nice wood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is gonna go in, no problem. That one did. It's just some are easier than others. I
Mine are
think.
not.
I might have caught a good spot.
I think you caught a good spot.
That's another good one. Okay,
good.
all right, getting there, getting there. And I can do your side after I finish this.
Just push one in.
Do you want me to give you what I'm using? I'm using
No,
laminate samples.
I'm gonna use the hammer because what's gonna happen is I get closer to
The edge.
the ball.
Oh yeah.
It's
But that one
hard.
went in okay. All right, one more on this side.
You want another one?
Is something up?
There's a
Can you
hammer.
pass that to me? Okay. I'll let you finish before I start
Yeah.
this breaking here. Oh wait,
Because I only have one more.
Devin said the fire usually you get canceled.
Oh, is he coming over?
I can't make that clear. I don't believe so.
Oh.
Here, Bet. Here.
I'd put money that he does though. Come over. That was
Oh,
Devin.
that's where his baby is.
I know. Okay, so she's hammering. I'm holding. Tacks would have been if they wanted
Yeah,
to do
tacks
this.
would have been better.
No,
but-
like little tack nails.
See, that one's
That's
going.
easier.
I'm gonna just broke the head.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Keep
Can we hold
going.
it on end?
I mean, not really, because there's a bunch of push pins in it, and then we gotta get it
Just
all
hold it against the bottom.
relayed down again.
Yeah, that's gonna be messy.
Yeah. So this is what they make this
Okay,
seem so
let's do
easy.
this.
Let
Let's
me
move
let
it-
me try it
Move
my
it to
way
this
because I
down.
already
wait,
did.
Wait.
Sure.
Where's the tube?
Right
Right
here?
there?
Yeah.
That's one right here.
Where'd Bo go?
He's sitting on top of the
Oh, okay.
sofa
He's
there
being
by
so
the
good
window.
and quiet.
Yes, he is being a good boy, that bully.
I'm gonna move. When we were messing with
I wanna
resin,
find that hand.
I'm gonna go ahead and move Dax to another room because I don't think fumes are good for kittens.
Max wants to make resin too.
He will know. He
He
wants
probably
to.
like to play in it.
Yeah, he wants to explore.
And the
Okay.
Bane-
Lost.
The Bane aliens, who I've never seen before, other than actually the cat today.
What are you
says,
looking for?
Baby cat is screaming for your safety, gloves and masks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, masks would be great. Normally we do resin outside, but it's bug season right now, so everything's swarming. I do
Okay.
need to put my gloves on.
And the Bane avian African
Oh, I see you in the litter box. Good boy.
Wild, or they said it was wild.
I could not tell you. We are following the instructions that the kid has provided. So basically, we try to do things as close as possible when safe
This is,
with these kind of kits because
This
that
is gonna
allows
be
us to
ripping
best
right here.
review it.
This is gonna be Ripley.
I know.
This one.
is
Yeah.
that a piece of, is that a magnetic sheet right there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next thing is prepare
You can keep reading it.
a small, no, I just need to find out where I was. Prepare a small amount of resin mixture, half a fluid ounce, per the preparing the resin instructions below to use as a pre-seal
On
for
the
your
bottom.
reservoir, yes. So, here's your resin.
In fact, I would open these windows if I could, but my landlady painted them shut. So
Okay, so
I can open the screen door though.
it says, pour precisely equal amounts of room temperature resin hardener into the mixing container. Adding too much of either the resin or the hardener will cause your resin mixture not to cure or harden properly. So this is equal amounts. So, I mean, it's supposed to go through the whole bottom,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So I wouldn't know how long does this resin take to cure?
Hours. That's why I wanted
So-
to do it on that thing.
If we don't
But we
pour
could
enough,
put this under it. That's probably what it's meant to do, to
Is
give
what?
it some support. Because this all isn't going to give it any support.
Yeah,
just
it's
slide
got
that
cracks,
underneath.
so that resin's gonna flow out, isn't it?
then that has nothing to do with
Oh,
this
okay.
though.
Well, you're doing the bottom seal to kind of help that,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
help prevent
I
that.
see, all right.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
talking about the tape.
So you're going to do this,
Sure.
and it says equal amounts, and it just shows them pouring them at the same time.
But you-
Do we maybe need to mark on the bottle how much you want to use? And my question was, how long does it take to harden? Because
It says the work time is 30 minutes.
Okay, so that gives us enough time to, if it's not enough, make some more.
Yeah,
Or if it's
yeah,
too
yeah.
much. Because we don't want to use all our resin just on that,
Yeah.
do we?
No.
So it says half a fluid ounce. How much is in there?
Keeping an eye on him, huh?
2 fluid ounces. So 1/4
Okay,
of this.
All right. So look,
would
this
be-
is measured. Here is
I also
fluid
have
ounces.
these other cups.
Here's
that
half
are-
yeah, but look, here's half a fluid ounce on there. And you can use the popsicle stick to scrape it in. I don't know if those would have that measurement
They
on there.
should. They're medicine cups.
Yeah, but does it have half
It's
a fluid
supposed.
ounce?
These are 1 ounce. So they should have half.
Yeah, half a fluid ounce per, prepare a small amount, half a fluid ounce. Now, is the mixture, it says the resin mixture, and in parentheses, half a fluid ounce. So is the mixture gonna be half a fluid ounce? Or, in that case, we would have
1
A
ounce.
fourth of a fluid ounce.
No. That wouldn't cover the bottom of this.
Okay, all right.
So they should have half marked.
Well, it's tablespoon. Milliliters. No.
Really?
No fluid ounces
That's
on here.
annoying.
Nope. But it's on.
The reason I
This
don't want to use this is because I don't want to put the two different parts in one cup because that'll already start it reacting.
I wonder, oftentimes, like when you're working with corn syrup, you spray Pam on
I
the
don't wanna
spoon.
introduce
I'm just
Pam.
wondering if anybody's ever done anything like that.
They use different cups.
Um,
Now what we could do, we could fill it to one and then pour it in this, figure out where it is, and then mark it on the other one.
The big and easy and said, are you going to put cool things floating in the resin river? Oh, that's why you got a brush, so you can paint a seal.
Oh,
Well.
maybe, but it's
okay, look.
this kind of brush.
Yeah, if we know what half a fluid ounce is marked on here. There's half a fluid ounce. There's 1 fluid ounce. So you have a marker. We'll mark it on here so we could see where it is and just pour it directly in here.
Sure.
Does that work?
I
Does that work
guess.
for you? Okay.
I mean, the thing is, we have to then mix more resin. My concern is that whenever you add the two parts together, they start to activate. So,
Well, we'll have to start stirring.
yeah,
almost
and I don't
immediately.
necessarily plan on reusing the materials from this
But
particular
you plan
kit.
on using this
No,
to pour
yeah,
into
to
that
pour the
after.
rest.
So you see where the mark is? Yeah, right there. Okay, and there's the other one. So let's do that. Let's take whichever one. There's the hardener. Let's pour the resin first.
He likes Joseph. Joseph took
Why do you know?
Dax out. Hang on.
He's like a guy.
He
kinda
likes.
cat.
He's
That's how he is with Devin. Devin
Look,
doesn't have to play
he's
with
being
my fingers
so
and I
good.
do all
He's
my
being
things.
so quiet, just sitting in the
He
crook
likes
of his
guys.
arm.
Yeah, he likes guys.
He's a guy person, guy cat. And he's like saying Devin ignores him while he's climbing all over him, and Devin falls asleep, cat falls
And
asleep.
he's falling asleep right now, so I'm glad.
Yeah, oh,
All
man.
right, that
Okay.
makes it easier.
So let's do the resin first and then the hardener.
Sure.
So we're gonna, does that have a plastic seal
We will
on
find
top?
out. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so we can just pour, just hold it down, just put it on the table. Oh, that is some thick stuff. And if you lift your hands up, I can watch it from the other side. Keep going. Can you see it? Okay, I can. Stop. Let it flow. Okay, a little bit more. Because that's probably about 0.25 right now.
You
And
want
if you
to
can-
cover the bottom?
If you cannot get it on the side of the thing,
And give it a
Little
sec
bit
to
more.
flow.
Cover the bottom?
it's supposedly to cover the bottom of this.
Oh,
A little bit more, Beck. Just a little
I'm,
bit
where
more.
I'm okay, well,
A little bit
where
more.
I'm sitting, it looks like it's hit it.
From where I'm sitting, it's a little bit
But you're
below.
looking at it from the other end.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Just raise it up to eye level.
No, because then
Because then it'll be
uneven.
unlevel again. Okay, that's perfect.
This is
Okay.
why I don't bake, because it's so precise.
So now you'll bring it up the rest of the way to the mark. To one fluid. Oh, that's the liquidy stuff.
Mhm. So usually they would use a heat gun or a hair dryer to
Do
remove
what?
some of the excess bubbles, but you have to be careful
You start
because
stirring.
yeah, and that's gonna go on the bottom of this.
And what is it supposed to look like?
Huh?
Always watching the stream.
Hey, Bo.
Slowly mix the resin. I'm hearing putting bubbles in it. Slowly mix the resin and hardener together using the stirring stick, scraping the sides and bottom. of the mixing container to ensure the resin and hardener has been mixed together. It is very important to mix the resin and hardener thoroughly to ensure the mixture will cure. Once the resin and hardener are sufficiently mixed, you will have approximately 30 minutes to work with the prepared resin before it begins to cure. Okay, let's see.
And they have you read a Game of Thrones book while you wait.
Reseal for your reservoir. Using a paintbrush, apply a thin layer of resin mixture along the edges of the wood
Oh,
and the acetate.
interesting.
So it's like you
Okay.
use that. It doesn't
This
have
is
to,
gonna take forever with this. I have larger
is
synthetic
there one that
brushes.
you're going to want to throw away?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some.
Yeah, because it's going to be spread out, right? And the more concentrated it is, the hotter it gets and the faster it cures.
Well, I think she just thinks it's going to take forever to do what they want to do with this brush.
Oh, okay.
Because we basically have to paint this stuff along all the inside edges. And it's going to take a long time doing that.
So this is what I've got. And
Wouldn't it have been easier to put the two pieces of wood going the other way? With the
No.
mark on the outside?
No, because that's not the effect that they want.
Oh, I see.
If you look at the box, it's supposed to look like a river running through a
I see.
stream.
Okay.
Okay, use a paintbrush and apply a thin layer of resin mixture along the edges of the wood and the acetate sheet. Allow it to dry for 2 hours before
Well, you know what,
proceeding
though?
to the next
you know
step.
what though? That's okay because we have other crafts.
Okay, so do we have we just set it on the table?
Yeah, well, we could just move to another part of the table.
Okay,
See, that's why
all right.
originally I wanted to work on that hard thing.
Okay,
so
so
could
how do
move
I
it.
know this is mixed? Because the other stuff that you use, it got
It said no
cloudy or
streaks?
something.
No, I don't remember that.
There was something about it. It looked different when.
No, you're just looking for no streaks.
The
So-
main Bayesian said he thinks they want you to pour it in and then push it around with a brush.
Would
That's
you
not
read
what,
it
That's
again?
not what it says. Use a paintbrush to apply a layer of resin mixture along the edge. Doesn't say anything.
Now we could apply it and then pour it after. What's left, if there's any.
Yeah, maybe so. Allow to apply a layer of resin mixture along the edges of the wood and the acetate sheet.
So I think
So-
if we paint it and then pour it once we finish painting.
This is so we're not going to paint it over here.
well, they
we're
said
not-
along the acetate.
This is not
sheet.
the acetate sheet. This is the tape.
I think we ought.
No. This is the tape. This is the acetate sheet.
Okay.
The acetate sheet is at the bottom, remember?
Well, the whole point of these kits is to see if the kit's any good.
Are we going to do
And
this
that-
together?
That
Oh.
means
I would just hold it over here so it doesn't trip.
following the instructions and judging it based on how good
Yeah,
the
right
instructions
there.
are too.
So that's basically what you're doing. You're just sealing it.
Yeah.
Did you want me to use one of these?
Yeah, you can, or the big one if you want, or one of the rounds, whatever.
No, I just don't want. I mean, it
works
takes
for
30
you.
minutes to cure.
In
So we
2
do have a little
hours.
time.
2
Right,
hours
2
to
hours from
dry.
that.
The main Bayesian asked you about molds, but that's not part of this kit.
That's not this kit, yeah. So I also want to caveat, I do different crafts every week. My channel is primarily a comics and watercolor channel. So there are some really great resin
So I
channels on
also,
YouTube.
dear,
If you're interested in like learning about resin, I highly recommend Craftsman Steady Crafting. He does a great job, and he can probably give you a better idea of it.
Also the bottom where it meets where the
Yeah.
The
well,
wood
I'm
meets.
also going to do it on the
'Cause that's-
acetate.
you went at the bottom of the tape.
Yeah.
I would do it at the bottom of the tape, not on the acetate,
So-
because you're going to pour everything else into this.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're doing is making a mold.
Well, we're sealing it to keep it from leaking, I
Yeah.
think.
So at the bottom of the tape, I think would be really good.
Yeah. We did do a stream a while back where we used resin molds. We used silicone molds that were pre-purchased. I don't have any experience myself with making silicone molds.
Although I think it could be done.
Oh,
but
it's very
I've seen,
easy, yeah.
I've seen people make dolls like faces and hands and things like that, with silicone making the molds.
Yeah, you would use like Sculpey to make your
Yeah,
initial.
you would definitely have to do that. I mean, it's an art form in itself, I think, to do that. It doesn't drip much, so I mean,
Yeah.
us doing it like along on this.
Like he said, Recon Man, the superhero does nothing but recommend tactics to defeat villains.
Does what?
Recon Man, a superhero who does nothing but recommend tactics to defeat villains.
And then I think we can just go back over on the side.
That cat fell asleep on him. He
Yeah.
was so round.
I know. He was looking for a guy.
Is that going to be
Oh, snap.
pushed out of, is that a mold y'all are doing?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
making a mold, but it's not. The mold is it's not going to be released because we're gonna put rocks in this center section,
Okay.
And
and
resin.
then we're gonna pour the resin on top. So it's almost going to be like a work, like a piece of art, right?
That ought to be interesting.
So I mean, like in the future, if you like the way this turned out, you can get pieces of wood like this
Yeah.
and do the same thing to it.
You're
Once
kind of
we-
making a box mold like this.
Yeah,
So like the two
yeah.
planks of wood.
Right. So
Okay,
then when we
that's
put the
what I'm-
rocks in, and once we put the resin in, that's going to go over the rocks. The resin that we pour in
This
is not
going
going
to
to.
be a problem.
Yeah,
I
because
know
it's
that.
not tight.
Yeah.
But the good news is we got
Yeah.
the stick.
Yeah, but the
so
thing
this
is,
well, let's not put any more because look, it's already coming
Yeah.
underneath. It's going to seal right there. What about on this side?
I mean, I've done on this side.
Did
quite
you
a
look
bit.
on the other side of the tape though?
Yeah, it's already coming out.
Okay,
from
that's
there.
fine because if we don't put any more right there,
Did
then
we
it
want
will.
to pour the rest now that we've kind of?
I don't know. What do we do with this?
I think maybe just pour it along the bottom, probably.
I mean, I don't
mean,
want
did
it
the
to. I don't want it to
instructions say
seep
anything?
anymore out of the underside, you know. And that's it didn't say to do this. It just said along the sides. So actually, we could have made a whole lot less.
But we made the amount they told us, right?
But then remember, I had a question about that. Whether it said a half a milliliter.
So would you say that the instructions were not super clear?
A little
in
vague
that
on that
regard?
spot
Yeah.
because we got all this resin, and really we could have been using this resin for the rocks because we might be short on the resin
If
for
we
the
are
rocks.
short on the resin for the rocks, we should definitely point that out to the chat. But I have more resin, but it's a different
right.
brand.
I'm just saying, here we are trying to clean this out
Well,
because it's going to harden in the container.
yeah.
I think it's gonna
Kinda even
yeah,
out.
I think it is. And you know what? It won't even matter because the rocks are gonna go directly on this.
Okay, so I'm
Can
gonna
you
go
clean these
clean these
brushes?
off as best as I can.
Well, wait a minute. I think you could probably clean it with because it says if
Rubbing
you get this
alcohol?
on your if you get this on you.
Rubbing alcohol, right?
No, it didn't say that. It says always handle the resin hardener with gloves to avoid contact with skin. In case of skin contact, wash with warm water and soap for 1 minute.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go get that going.
Do not pour resin or hardener down the drain.
You must have those Detective Conan episodes kind of like that, except it was the dude who told people murder methods. Under the guise of them just being ideas for writing mystery novels.
So we need to set a timer, right?
30. Is it 30 minutes or 2 hours?
2 hours. Okay, so after we put the stones in and we pour the resin on top of the stones, then this has to sit on a level surface to dry overnight, and in 24 hours the resin on your project will be hard to the touch. After 72 hours it will be cured.
sitting in a sink full of hot water as per instructions. Normally I would not leave brushes in water ever, but you know,
Well, I
I
think
will
these brushes
probably
are ruined,
trash
huh?
these anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not really concerned with that.
If she is even able to get the
7
resin out of it.
hours. Not 7, sorry, 2 hours. So this
Yes.
needs, oh, that's gross. This needs to set for 2 hours
Okay, and I was
before we can
also-
move on to the next
I was
thing.
also saying that after we put the rocks in,
Mm-hmm.
and then we pour the resin on the rocks, this has to cure for 24 hours before you can even touch it.
Yeah.
And then 72 hours, that's 3 days,
Yeah.
for it to be fully cured.
I mean, I have a room I can put it in, but that's why I was trying to do it on that tray the whole time. But it just wouldn't fit. You
No,
know?
it just went, well, not just that, that the little edges went up
Yeah.
on the tray right
Okay,
here.
let's move to a different
Do I need
station.
gloves?
Yeah, I mean, aren't we still going to keep doing resin? We
Oh,
already
are
got
we?
resin
Are
out.
we?
Yeah, I have other resin.
So excited.
So,
Paul, you gonna decorate?
Would it fit,
I may.
would it fit in one of those crawfish trays?
I don't know. We can't move it, so that's kind of like, I mean, maybe. Other things
Well,
could fit in the crawfish
But
tray.
this is something that we could do possibly, because it will take 2 hours for this to cure right here. So maybe we can move it in 2 hours to
Yeah.
someplace else. What do you think, Beck?
I thought we were going to do the next step. in
No,
2
I'm
hours.
just saying, this, it just says this has to dry for 2 hours, right? So maybe in 2 hours, maybe we can move it. What do you think? You think it would be sturdy enough to move it to someplace else?
Now, my question with this is it something that we could pick up on another day? Because dang it.
That's the hammer.
I know. I'm lucky it didn't hit my foot.
Yeah,
So
really.
I didn't want to involve a hammer.
Okay, so I need to put all this back in a box or something.
We can just move that to the side. Don't worry about
Okay,
picking it up.
this
I'm like, dang it. This room is
this
so small.
goes with over there,
Yeah.
right? Well, this room is not intended to be a craft room.
No.
It is intended to be a dining room.
Yes.
So shall we move this chair over there?
Yes. And we're just going to leave this here for now. So my concern is regarding the stream and the craft kit.
Pass me back that.
What is that? These?
Yeah, that's the stuff that goes with this kit here. And
Well, I was going to just pick all that up after
I'm just gonna
Once
move all
we're
this
at
to
a-
this end of the table since we're not.
stopping point. No, well, I mean, we're probably going to need that room. That's why I had it on a chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I can put this over here?
I
This
guess,
chair?
if you got room.
Okay.
Sorry, I wish the kit had kind of better
Logistics.
explained the timeline of the project, but that's part of the review, so it's not going to be like a single afternoon
It
craft.
didn't
It's
say
more of
anything
a-
on the box about.
Not that I saw.
From
Maybe
start to finish 72
maybe
hours.
you saw it. So what I
I'm
do
not in the
have,
box.
what I also have are I have a lot of molds. I have more molds in there. I just grabbed these because when you're dealing with resin, it's helpful to have additional things that you can kind of pour your resin overflow into so you're not wasting it. So what I have
Yeah, because
here,
once you mix it, you can't unmix it.
right,
Yeah.
and you
So
can't
you either
save
use it or you have to
or you
throw it
lose
away.
it.
in the
Yeah, and it's
container.
kind of expensive, frankly.
Yeah, to just throw
So
away.
this makes a really cute little round dish. I have never used this mold before. It makes a little covered box. This makes a heart dish. This makes a little square
Now you've
dish.
used this one before.
Yeah, that was on the
And-
last resin.
And even though it's got this top like this,
it forms a nice dish
right,
shape.
and it really wasn't that hard
No.
for you to
Get it out. No, it was
unmold
easy to
it.
unmold.
So
And then I
believe it or
have
not.
a tiny little watercolor palette mold. And then I have a bunch of molds in that
You
Blick
want me
art
to?
box if you want to look for it. I didn't think we were going to have this
Ooh,
much free
this was
time.
like this. Now
Um,
these are a harder. So you got little.
These are like this is a whole craft stream in and of itself.
It's gonna be in the
Food
future.
on that table in the dining room?
Yes,
I heard
someone
jump
did.
up.
Yes.
Okay. He's eating it.
Yes, yes. Get off of there.
Oh, he's eating the baby's
Yeah,
food.
I'm surprised.
I knew he was gonna go for that.
Hi.
Boy, you're gonna turn into a baby if you eat baby food.
You're so good. Yes, you're doing so Sorry about that,
Okay.
y'all.
You also have, what are these?
Coasters.
Coasters. And these make jewelry pieces for earrings.
These are weird though because I think you do it one side at a time, and I don't like that.
And this is bangle bracelet
Yeah.
You
mold.
said you made some of my earrings.
I
No,
mean, I
she-
bought the findings at Michael's.
She put them together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so the resin pieces you bought separately.
Those,
Right.
yeah, and I think those are acrylic anyway.
Right, and
okay.
so we can make resin pieces like that.
Oh,
What
that
is
would be
this?
That's
That's
like
a
they say
tray.
it's a soap dish online.
And these are what?
Shaker molds.
The
So
thing
what is
Nathan
shaker
says
mold?
looks good, and Hema said, "Man, if I could turn younger just from eating baby food, I would."
Okay, so we're gonna pick this stuff up.
some of it,
This
yeah,
is
some of
another
this
time.
we could do, and some of it we should probably save it for another time.
Yes. Okay, and by the way, when we were mixing that resin, I really didn't notice
There wasn't any
bad
smell. I have a fan on. There's fans on in all the rooms. I can go open the screen door if y'all are worried for us.
Shall we use the gold?
I wouldn't do this with it. And we also have the AC on. So this is not an enclosed room either.
Do you
There's
want-
open,
Yeah.
large doorways on either
Do you want me
side.
to move this chair over this way?
Sure. I don't know what the framing looks like. Joseph will tell me, I guess, if the framing doesn't work.
I mean, I can see a lot of the table. I can see you.
Okay, here.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to see him on that.
Okay.
Okay, so where do you want me to sit?
You can sit right there.
And so far, Becca, this is not leaking
No, because once it
Underneath,
hardens up, that shouldn't be a
past-
problem.
where we wanted it. So that worked out really well. We probably could have gotten by without the tape. Honestly.
I have these cups. These are not measuring cups.
This came with one.
Gloves. Oh, dang it. So this is just stuff I bought at Michael's to kind of pad it out because none of these kits ever have everything you need.
They probably have enough for one application.
Oh, I thought we had larger solo cups. I really thought I did. I
We
bought
did.
them and I guess we sacrificed
To the
them.
right of the fridge at the top,
No, those are the teeny tiny solo
in a
cups.
cabinet.
In a cabinet?
To the right of the fridge.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's probably good that it was only enough stuff for one application, but it was enough to decide that you wanted to do some more, right? I mean, if you picked up a craft that you said, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And then you had a bunch of left over.
Yeah.
This
And
gave it just
there
a
have
taste.
been crafts we've done where I was like, never again, this is a waste of my life.
Right, so,
We should finish using that up because that is from the last time we did.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time we did resin. So we have some amazing clear cast plus. So this is an epoxy resin. It's not a UV resin. You don't need a UV light to cure this. If you're working in a hot environment, resin gets kind of funky. I think it cures faster in a hot environment. And usually they recommend you use a heat gun or a hair dryer to heat up the resin to get the bubbles to come to the top. But if you do too much heat, you basically will wreck your resin and it'll never actually.
Now, we didn't use a heat gun
cure.
last
No,
time.
and I didn't think the bubbles were.
When we did these.
I didn't think the bubbles were that bad either. I'm not making this to sell, so I don't really care.
No
Yeah, those
heat
came
gun.
out good.
Some of these letters did have a few bubbles in them.
But some of
I
that
didn't-
came from the inclusions that we added
Yeah.
too.
If
So-
you wanted to put magnets on them, would you put it inside the resin?
You'd have
Yeah.
to put it at the bottom.
I have
Okay.
some
I was just wondering.
You'd have to put it in the bottom, the part that would be closest to
To
whatever
the-
you're
Okay,
hooking it to.
all right. So it'd be at the
At the bottom, I think.
well,
Well,
if you're doing the
I don't
letters
know.
backwards, you would put it
Yeah.
at the
I'll
top.
put it up the top.
So-
dip it in after you.
Except if you put them at the top, the bottom, while you're pouring it, becomes the top
You wait.
and the
I would
outside.
say
But-
you wait until it's mostly solidified,
And
then
then
you
put
put
them at
them
the,
in.
and the
Yeah.
top of
You could
the,
even
the
use
mold.
some.
there.
You could let them solidify. Use some resin to glue the magnets onto it.
Oh, okay.
That really looks cool.
So, if you want to color your resin pieces, you can use mica. You can also use alcohol inks. So that's what I've got here.
She also has some gilding flakes.
Yeah, you can use glitter. You can use
Shaved.
beads. You could use like bits of crayon if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
This is an example of the beads. This needs to be trimmed,
Yeah.
but you can see the example of the beads
You
inside.
could even put melted crayon in it.
Yeah, well, the thing is with resin, as it gets hot, it does melt a little bit. Or rather, it gets hot, so it'll melt those crayons a
Oh,
little bit.
okay, I see.
Okay, so
So you could put crayon shavings in it.
If you wanted to.
now we did color some of it last time.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
What did you decide after that experience would probably be a better way of
It
coloring
depends on what you want. If you want
Like
it
to
colored
mix,
all the way,
like little
these,
individual
these
amounts?
pink ones, you would add your whatever you're using to color it first, and then pour it. If you want color just at like the bottom, so this one is clear with the color at the bottom, then you would
I don't
drip
think
in.
that had the color at the bottom.
Yeah, it
huh?
does. It also has
It's not the glitter and stuff.
we dripped the alcohol ink and then added.
Oh,
the
okay,
glitter.
that's true. That's true. We didn't even mix it. We just dripped it.
Yeah, yeah, because we
Yeah.
were just kind of messing around.
Yeah, I like messing around.
So, I don't know.
Then it comes out anyway. I mean, you don't have expectations. You don't say, well, it's supposed to look like this, and it didn't look like this. It just looks
It
like.
just came
however
out
it
that
looks.
way.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do first? A tray, and then you've been wanting
I
to
want
do
to do the tray.
the
yeah.
tray.
But let's mix up some resin. So for this, I wanted to just be clear because I'm going to use that to send samples
you
to a
want-
friend.
To mix a lot of resin for that.
Well, if we mix, so this has a 30-minute
Right,
open
right, right,
time.
right,
It
right.
says 30 to 40 minutes.
So we
and
have to use one of these cups over
yeah,
here.
we could mix up some, and then as we add color, add it into the smaller cups.
Okay, I think that's excellent, because that way, if you don't want to make everything the same color,
Right.
you can do little
that way
batches
you're
of
not
color.
What
spending-
does it mean when you say an open time?
Like it hasn't
From the
solidified.
time that it's mixed and poured
Okay.
to the time that it starts to, that the
Gel.
chemicals start interacting with each other,
They start to
you
harden.
have 30 minutes to do
Okay.
whatever you're going to do. That means if we're going to put beads or things
You
in,
have to do it within that 30
or we're going to
minutes.
put, like we put a lot of glitter on
Yeah.
top, you have to do it in
And
that 30
this is
minutes.
1 to 1, so you would do half and half. And I am terrible at estimating
Look at that.
volume. Are you
Good
any better
boy.
at estimating volume?
I don't know how much you want to pour.
Oh, maybe like half, and then we can pour it into
Well,
smaller
hello
cups
there.
to add color.
Well, let's do this. If this is a 1 to 1, you have a pen, let's mark where we're going to pour to.
Come on over.
That you said up to here would be the total amount?
Yeah, because we have a few.
Okay, so then let's do about this much.
We have a
okay.
few things. Oh, I'm keeping an eye on Dax in the background. Too.
This much, and then give me another cup, and then
But isn't that going to be more than?
Dee Dee, is Devin going to be joining us?
He
you're
didn't
asking
say.
me. I didn't talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Joseph, he talked.
You didn't make it clear.
Oh, he didn't say. Okay.
there a
Oh,
stick?
yes, she's so sweet. You are.
This is not mathematically
No.
correct, by the way.
No, but
But-
if you want, if it had to be perfect, they would tell you by weight.
Oh, you want to get up there.
Oh, but you know what? Something else I could do.
Sly. So sneaky. You're just using me.
Something like that.
Typical me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfair. Come on. A, we're streaming. B,
Oh,
that's
I'm
not
sorry.
fair.
Huh.
Well, there are a lot of guys who are nothing like that.
But then there's some girls that would agree with her. So.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, so there's my measuring stick, and this is the top. So
I mean, you gotta be careful about saying that kind of stuff too, because
it starts
when
a
you
controversy.
when you normalize it, then it gives some people permission.
to be that way.
Well,
be
to
that
be
way.
fair, some girls are like that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
too.
anybody can
So-
be an awful piece of garbage human.
Yeah.
I don't think she said that.
No, but I mean, if you're an adult and you're just using people
You see that big
and you
boy
don't
right
ever
there.
There
do
she goes.
anything in
Now,
return.
because it's March, you don't have to pour it at the same time.
No, I don't, but it's quicker that way. Okay, I'll let you take over that one
I'm gonna stop
so I can pay
at the
closer
line.
attention.
You see that big boy
Uh-oh,
with the
I
blue-
don't know if I remember which
You just-
cap is
Oh
which.
no, that could be dangerous.
Exciting.
Let's mark on the cap
Ought to be
what they
interesting
are.
Well, we're probably gonna finish using
Like
the
A or
resin
B.
today, so
A, B. So label your caps. The bottles are labeled. The caps are not.
now I would say Dax is being a typical kitten.
Okay, so there's your A, what's got slight pinkish tinge, and
Ooh, it
there's your
does,
B.
Yeah, and this one's more clear.
Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work for stirring. Got anything
No,
taller?
you know I haven't gotten there yet because I meant to buy some longer like silicone cooking utensils because resin won't stick
What
to
about the
silicone.
paintbrushes? The ends of the paintbrushes.
Yeah, I don't care.
That'll get us all the way
I
down
don't-
to
yeah, I
the
don't care.
bottom, maybe, huh?
Yeah,
Are some of those longer?
I bought these to sacrifice
Yeah, we should be able
the
to.
fact
stir.
that they have lived as long as they
Okay, so
have.
what
is
are we gonna
impressive.
do? Pour
Just
all
pour
of
the
it?
two- Yeah,
Ooh, science.
I mean, kind of. I need to get a silicone spatula for this.
Yeah.
Too. I'm slowly amassing it, but it's also kind of I'm collecting it as we do resin stuff
Uh huh.
because I don't want to buy a bunch of
No,
resin
you
stuff
don't-
and then not
Right.
do
You
it.
don't want to invest in something totally, and then you lose interest
Yeah.
in it or whatever.
or we don't enjoy it.
Yeah. But we've been enjoying it so far.
Yeah. Well, you can make. I always like crafts where you can make something you can use.
So I'm not going to be able to get all of this out back.
I like how Bowie went chomping on the kitten food.
Well, maybe they could be friends like that.
He should. So kitten food is very fatty. But I think it brings back memories because Happy, Joseph's tortoiseshell, would eat Bowie's kitten food.
Yeah, I'm dripping it.
That's okay. That's why these are silicone mats. So as long as
Okay,
it drips on the
so-
silicone, it's not a problem.
Like that.
Yeah. And then I gotta
Slow. Well, this was different, right? Because this starts to streak. You can tell the difference.
because they're different viscosities.
And it's a different kind of resin too.
Maybe.
Because the other resin didn't do that. This
Yeah, there
looks like
wasn't
it's
much
got-
of a notice. You couldn't really see much difference with the other one.
So you have to scrape it along the sides and also at the bottom.
But I do need to buy
Ooh.
like a silicone.
Stick or
Spatula.
something, yeah. Something to stir with, you mean?
Yeah.
A dedicated one.
Yeah, this is not.
So when it gets clear again, I think it's going to be ready, right? Isn't that how it works? I think that's how it worked last time.
Yeah, I think so.
That it got clear and then it was like, oh, okay. Because right now it's not. It's kind of hazy and it's got almost a frosted look on the inside. Get to the bottom bit because it's kind of clear at the bottom.
I'm working on it.
Well, we could use Joseph's immersion blender.
Yeah.
I think that
I
would
don't
work
think he's
really
willing to
fast.
sacrifice that. Oh, Joseph's got Dax again. He's climbing all over him.
Oh, he likes shoulders.
Yes, he does.
He's going to be an up high cat, I think. Remy was a down below under
So
the
is
bushes kind of
Bowie.
cat.
Bowie's as you can see,
He
Bowie's
has
a
no
cave
fear
cat.
of heights yet.
Well, that's where he's gonna be now, on Joseph's shoulder.
Yeah. Okay, is it becoming clear? No, it's still looking kind of frosty on the inside. You getting a cramp?
Yeah.
I'll take over when you get to the point where you can.
Well,
anymore.
is it feeling hot?
No. Is it supposed to feel hot?
Well, as it starts to react, as it starts to catalyze, it's gonna get hot. So there's been
At the bottom.
channels
See,
that
it's
do
still kinda
like
clear down here.
well, here, you take over. There's been channels that did like, what happens when you put water in resin, like as an inclusion.
And they said,
Spoiler, it kind of it boils.
no kidding.
It gets really hot.
Let's see. You can hold it. I just need to be able to see.
Rose Rachel, who just came in, and I don't recognize the name, said, I just entered what's going on.
Oh, we were making a wood river plank kit, but that thing takes 2 hours to set up. So while we wait for that to set up, we're just messing around with some resin. We're gonna make some trinket trays, some bangles maybe.
Okay, it looks like
It looks
it's starting to get
yeah,
clearer.
it's getting better, and we need better mixing tools. Is the
Yeah.
number one takeaway.
Because an old paintbrush stick is not exactly your best bet. Because you have to stir this all the way to the bottom also and along the sides.
Wait, is it Rachel Ross or Rachel Rose?
Rose Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Or Rochelle, I don't know.
Okay, let's see. And it is starting to get kind of clear.
Yeah.
Initially, there was no change in color or texture.
Yeah.
And then as she stirred,
But I'm still
it started.
seeing
I'm seeing
streaks.
some frostiness in there. It almost looks like something cold on the inside. Yeah, see, it's still.
Kind of like
This is just hard to hold.
He's licking you?
Is it getting warm?
Not really.
Did it get warm the last time?
I thought so. But I'm also wearing gloves, and the gloves just really affect.
They're not insulated.
They're for safety, but it really messes up my tactile abilities.
So we're not really getting the bottom real well.
Yeah, that's why I think a spatula or a silicone spoon in the future would be a good
Well,
choice.
you know what? It might be worth a
Now,
trip
I
to
have
Dollar
some-
Tree. Because Dollar
Well, I
Tree
don't know if
sells
that's
cheap
silicone,
ones like that.
though.
Some of them are.
I have these somewhere on the table. There's
The
so many
silicone
things.
is really cheap.
What does Dollar Tree sell?
Might sell some silicone spoons
Yeah.
that are little utensils that you can use to be able to stir down. It is. I mean, you can still see the streaks,
Yeah.
but it is kind of getting clearer. How long are we supposed to stir?
I mean, I think it's supposed to be until you don't see streaks anymore.
It did say on the thing.
That's
Yeah,
what
this
it-
still looks like a lot of suspension in here.
Oh, from here it doesn't look like that.
No, but it does when it's
Yeah, I
close
see
up.
I see it now.
You can definitely.
Oh, watch him.
Hello there, Dax. Wanna come up?
Bo's watching him, but not.
Come on up.
Go
not
ahead.
yeah,
You
he's
know-
not.
you
He's
know
not
what?
gonna
You
stop
know
him
what?
from getting into trouble.
You know what?
open his mouth and let that slide right in.
No.
I don't,
I
think
don't
so.
know. You know, if he really wanted to be nasty,
No, he's being pretty chill.
he just
I think-
don't
I
force him.
think the
Got that
thing.
alligator look.
I think the thing would go
What's that?
is when
Oh,
Dax
yeah.
gets old enough to actually cat, he'll probably like him okay.
Maybe.
But
This
right
is a
now,
baby right
yeah,
now.
and
Babies
he's just
smell
kind
funny.
of like,
Babies
These are
smell
not
funny.
interesting to
They
him.
yeah, can't play with him really.
they have bad habits, and
Because Bo's the one who always tries to make friends with all the random strays. Any other cat he tries to make friends with, so.
Or
Yeah.
humans.
Or humans, yeah. Well,
Yes.
humans are more permissive.
this isn't a cat. This is a kitten. When you dip this in, you can see
Mhm.
the difference. Here, you want to take over?
I'll
My
Try.
fingers are starting
Yeah, this is not a good.
to cramp up. It's not a good thing to grip with. Maybe we should make a silicone spoon out of the
A
mold.
resin spoon, you mean?
Yeah, resin spoon.
Then it'll really stick to it.
You think?
Resin
yeah,
on
resin will stick to resin. So it just won't stick to silicone. Which is why we have these silicone mats now.
The thing is that whatever we get to stir it with, the bowl of it can't be too big.
No.
So that we just have to keep our eye out for something like
Dang,
that.
this is just not working. This is not coming together.
It
So
does
I
look
gotta
a little bit
think
better.
about what we could maybe use. The other thing is with art, as with science, once a tool or material has been used in this process, it can never resume its former life. So if I went and grabbed something from the kitchen, it's forever an art supply.
It would have
now.
to be something. Yeah, forever an art supply. Popsicle stick might be better.
Yeah, maybe. This just doesn't have a lot of surface area.
No, it doesn't. But I can't get to the bottom with this either.
Yeah. We made too much is probably it.
Supposedly, the more you have, though, the faster it sets up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not this.
I mean, I think in this amount, we're probably not going to notice it. But if
We need
you were
to get
doing
some
like,
tongue depressors. That's what we need to do is get something.
no,
to
we
wash.
need, they go to a kitchen store or a Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever and get some spatulas and stuff. Just different sizes. Because you could even start with the big one just to get it kind of folded.
Yeah.
And then progress smaller.
And you can get silicone spatulas.
No, she said if you do that, silicone. Yeah.
Yeah, silicone's good. You don't want plastic.
You can get, but you'd have to have a straight handle.
Yeah.
You need like a icing spreader kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
An offset spatula.
Yeah, something like that. Something that you could scrape the bottom with,
Yeah.
because this is not, popsicle stick here is not scraping the bottom.
What about plastic spoons?
Not plastic. Nothing plastic. It has to be silicone.
That what?
Well, if you do plastic, then it's not going to,
It's not gonna what? Is this in a
it'll
plastic
stick to
cup?
it forever.
Well, that's okay, because you can throw a plastic spoon away.
Yeah.
Bugsy said, "Oh, to be a permanent art supply. That's the life right there." The Bane Nazian said, "Are you going to coat the inside of the molds with powder?"
No, I'm not
No.
using mold release this time.
Oh,
Yeah, watch your words.
Ooh.
Thank you.
How much spilled?
Not much.
I just,
And it spilled on silicone.
yeah, it's not,
I have been looking at some mold release sprays. I got some recommendations for it, but it hasn't come in yet.
Got some
shall we
butter in
work
the
on a
kitchen.
smaller
I'm
one
not
then?
using butter. I know he's joking, but in fact, I would actually like some of the silicone cups that you can really bend
Yeah.
and clean out real well. I'm just not there yet. I mean, like the thing is, like I said,
Okay, now this is getting clearer, but it's got a bunch of
I'm a
bubbles in it.
watercolor artist
Back.
who reviews watercolor supplies, so this is like my barely even a hobby.
Look, is that clear enough?
It's clearing up real well. So yeah, we were just trying to fly too close to the sun,
Okay.
Icarus.
We'll pour some more in there, because I can get all the way down to the bottom.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm pouring it out so we can add color and stuff.
Okay. This is gonna get. Can you get this off of this mat?
Eventually, yeah. You mean right now?
No, I mean sometime.
Oh
down-
yeah, because it's a silicone mat.
What do you get it off with?
You just peel it off when it dries.
Oh, okay.
Ema said, "I'm cataloging all the clothes in Animal Crossing in the app,
Yeah,
and
clear.
oh my god, there's an item called Meme Shirt that has a cat shooting laser beams
That
out
would
of
be.
its eyes on
extra.
a galaxy background."
Like a nyan cat. I also don't care if I get it on the tablecloth, frankly.
Yeah, because it's a disposable tablecloth. Okay, this is still a little cloudy. You want a
No, it's
popsicle
just a
stick?
white cat face.
Oop, you got one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, we could stir it more vigorously, but it does get bubbles in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just have to wait for the bubbles to
I don't
settle
care.
out.
I don't. That doesn't bother
But
me.
it
that
does
much.
get clear.
If I were selling these things, I would
I
care.
think we just couldn't stir it vigorously enough.
But these are for personal, whatever.
I think you were afraid you had the wrong amount, but we measured
We
it.
measured it. No, I wasn't. I wasn't afraid of that. I was getting annoyed because it's like, oh, with this amount, we're not going to be able to stir it properly.
Yeah, well, we can do it, but we just have to have better implements to do it in. Okay, so I think this is clear.
Yeah. Other than the boo-boos.
And then there's one over there.
Yeah.
Okay, this one and that one, or is that one clear?
I'm working on it. It's almost there.
And actually, at this point, we could all just pour it all back in the same glass.
No, I want to add.
Oh, that's
color.
right. You want to keep these separate because they're going to be
Yeah.
different colors.
Now they're full of boo-boos.
But that's okay because some of them are settling out.
That guy's your ultimate goal to make those food displays like in Japanese restaurants.
I think they do that with wax.
Oh.
Yeah, wax fruit, like stuff like that, or or not even just. I mean, also like Copeland's does that for their desserts.
Yeah, they do. The forever cheesecake.
Yes.
Okay, now what?
All right, what kind of colors you like?
I don't know, but I better save my
I
popsicle
have
stick, huh?
gold.
Not really a gold person. I think I'd rather put my gold in with flakes. I'm
Sure.
gonna have to take these off before I start
Yeah,
messing
I'm
with
gonna
that.
get it all over these.
Either that,
Let
or
me
I'm gonna have
switch
to use.
gloves. I'm gonna switch gloves because these are.
I don't know what that is.
Food
Is that
service
one or
gloves.
is that two?
I think it's 2. I really hate these.
Yeah, those are cafeteria lady gloves.
Yeah.
Subway gloves.
Yeah, or Subway gloves.
Subway gloves.
Which explains why their sandwiches are less these days than they used to be. Okay, what
Okay,
else?
so this is like a turquoise pearl color.
That's pretty.
This is like a, I don't think this has any pearl in it. It's like a blue-green color. This is like just a hot pink.
I think we used that one last
This is
time.
like a hot purple. This is a pearlescent hot purple. I think the white went off, so I need to throw that
Oh,
away.
you mean it went off?
I mean, I have all kinds of art supplies die. If you don't use it,
How do you
you
know
lose
it's
it.
off?
Because I tried using it last time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have all kinds of colors
But you
in
just
here.
picked up the bottle and said, I think it went off. And I'm going,
Well,
how
that
could
was
you
from
tell?
last time. So what kind of colors do you want?
I like cool colors.
Yeah. This didn't have much in it left.
What color is that?
It's like a indigo kind of color.
Yeah. You don't think it's enough to even try?
No, I mean, you can try. I'm just saying there's not much in it.
You know what? Because my hands are sticky. At least that hand is mostly sticky. I'm gonna mess with. Oh, look at the sweat on the inside of that glove. Your hands sweat.
Yeah.
Mine's sweating those blue gloves.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a done deal because I can't even open
I
it.
can maybe get it. That or...
Yeah, right. You too, huh?
Huh?
You too?
It is solidified itself. So.
Okay, that's a tray.
There's lots of
What
blues.
color is this? Prussian blue. Okay.
It said make a cool mermaid box, pearl and sea color.
Ooh.
Oh, I wish I had pearl. I have pearlescence,
Oh, look at
but I
that.
don't have like just like a white pearl anymore. This is like a pink pearlescent though.
And you have to scrape around the side. That's where all the color will go. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Just make it darker. Do you use specific kind of inks? You think
They have to
that
be alcohol or just straight up pigment.
So
If
you
you
can't
add
just throw
water,
anything in
it'll
there.
ruin it.
work? So alcohol or straight up pigments.
So this one in here, let me move these somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
Running
look
out of
at
room.
that.
But, ooh, yeah. Trying to move them out of the way. Move that too. Because I did want to do the teeny tiny.
Wow, what is that? Is that a flare? That
Yeah.
noise? Wow.
Wow. Because there was one really
Really
going
hard.
to town.
Yeah.
This is very pretty. I think I want to do something with this. That's the autumn stuff.
That's why I asked if you wanted some gold. thought it
Maybe
might
some
be
gold,
flattering.
gold color or gold glitter.
Such a sweet
That's
boy.
gold color.
Mm-hmm. No, it's gold pearl.
Such a sweet
Band-Aid
Now-
sand
I
mask
don't
that
know
you
if
can
I wanna
streak
put that in
pigment
here.
with a toothpick.
Yeah, you can. You would want something flatter, maybe. If that makes sense, like so that you actually have room to do it. Because a lot of these, I mean, like in the coasters, you could definitely do it. Trying to decide. I think I might do one of the cups.
Ooh, it's pretty suspended.
Also want to point out that while I don't have mold release powder, I did wash all of the molds you guys are seeing today ahead of time.
And what was the
except
point of that?
For, some of them recommend that you wash them. I did not wash this one. That's the only one I haven't washed.
So what are we pouring this into?
What do you want? Do you want to do a
And
tray?
that's not gonna be much,
do you want to do
though,
a
huh?
coaster? Well, no, because you can do other colors. You
Oh,
can
like
add
layers.
Yeah.
But you have to wait for one layer to dry, don't you?
You can do it that
Hardens?
way. You don't necessarily have to do it that way.
What happens if you don't do it that way?
I mean, they're going to intermix some.
Yeah.
So it depends on if you care about that or not.
Well, like maybe the top layer will intermix. Now, it depends on how you pour it on.
Yeah, how gentle you pour it on. You could also probably do inclusions with like a syringe.
You are being effective.
I haven't, but I mean,
Oh, that's
you maybe
pretty.
could. Yeah, it's pistachio.
Such a sweet little boy.
I'm gonna do a lot of glitter in this. I know a little about resin, but I'm not like. Please do not think I know a lot.
Well, whatever you've learned through experimentation.
And
just like
reading
anybody else.
online.
Just like anybody else can learn that.
Yeah. So my point is like I know some things, but I'm also learning some.
Ew. I mean, the white bands with. Did I get this on my hands?
So these are like gilding flakes. I
Yeah,
have
that's
no
pretty.
idea how well this is going to work because they are very, very
Fragile.
static.
Yeah, they are.
They don't want to come out.
In fact, when you put them on something, you use a paintbrush to kind of pass it on to something else. But I'll take that one. No, really. I'm gonna have this all over me. I've already got it on my arm. I don't know.
And then you can also sprinkle stuff on top or at the bottom. So if you wanted something to have like a glittery surface, you would go ahead and sprinkle the glitter in.
Let's see what that looks like.
Like
Are you
this. I
getting it down
didn't.
at the bottom?
I'm trying. I didn't mix in any
You're afraid
color.
of tearing it or something.
No, I don't care if I tear it. It's just so staticky that it doesn't really want to mix really well.
Oh, look at that one.
That's a big chunk.
That's a iridescent one. I think that's as much as I need.
You got away from me. This is where one would use a syringe.
I think the gilded flakes a little bit goes a long way. I think I. Oh, that was just that cup right there? Wow. Now, I do have a Dremel tool that we could always kind of sand it down.
Maybe you can ask if you could turn those into a music box.
That's a bangle bracelet right there.
I mean, you could probably turn like this one here into a music box if you want to.
Which one is that?
The oh, this is real hard on my back. The trinket box. There we go. That's the word. Sorry.
Pretty little one.
So where'd he go?
Right here.
Oh, he's just going from one to the next.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some paper towels. Oh,
Yeah, because I'm getting it on my hands. This doesn't have a pouring spout on
Yeah,
it.
that's the next thing I'm gonna buy is
Can you get cups with pouring spouts?
yeah, well you can get the silicone ones, so they are douchey
And where did you start?
on the edge. Okay, so in the kit they talk about wax paper. I was thinking
On top?
I could try wax paper on one of our crawfish trays. Because I only have so many silicone craft mats.
What's he doing?
Bo's probably grumping because he doesn't want to be on display to the kids. Oh,
Okay.
watch him. Do you need help?
No.
Okay.
If you need to take your other hand out of the sling, then do that. Okay, you want some left over this on anything?
Sure. Just put it back on there,
Come on.
and I'll get to it in a minute. And then you could use like I did, if you want to just kind of smooth off the surface so you don't end up with all that.
He may have to go back in his,
Why, because you can't handle them?
well, he wants to go down. He wants to go. where
Yeah.
Bowie is, or he wants
But
to-
Bowie's playing on the chair.
Bowie is not interested in playing friends right now. He says he's not old enough.
He was sleeping for a while and then he woke up and he just wants to go. Yeah.
What else do you have?
No, it's
Like
right
what?
there.
What other kind of molds?
Yeah, what else do you want to do?
Oh, I have all of these.
What are
This
those?
goes with this. This is a trinket box. I need
Okay.
to put my gloves back on.
Oh, we still have two more.
I know they
Two
eat
more
a lot
colors,
in
huh?
the-
Yeah, because I mixed these
Watch
and I
your
haven't
sweater.
done. I'm trying. I haven't done anything with them yet.
I'm going to take some of this.
No,
You put the baby up.
no, he was trying to feed him, but he didn't seem like he was hungry.
Well, usually after I feed him, I put him in the box for a while because it's got to, if it comes in, it's got to come out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
And this one overflow
I
it.
want him to kind of have some good habits. Where's the trinket box?
Bugsy said, "Oh my goodness, Dax is such a singer."
Yeah, he is. Well, he's named after what? It's like a metal band
That's
in New
what Devin
Orleans?
said, yeah.
Like a Louisiana metal
Not
artist.
Jack and Daxter, that's what I thought
That's what
initially.
I thought too.
The box is over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And Hema said, "Love those gremlin screams."
Yeah, right.
Well, really, the only time
He's a wild
he
child.
makes noise like that is when he wants to get out of bed.
So we've made such a mess.
Or-
We need more
Where's
space.
the other part?
I'm working on it, but we can't do anything on this because it's got silicone all over it. Not silicone, resin. So if we put anything on it, it will just stick. We can't do anything on this for the same reason. So I'm trying to make room for another tray.
Okay.
If you could scooch this over.
The Bang
Let's
Nation
talk
said Dak Shepard.
Maybe?
No, not Dax Shepard. It's a guy that sings heavy metal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that might
his
be it.
owner
I
is a
don't know.
heavy metal enthusiast.
Connoisseur.
So, yeah.
Bugsy said, "Oh, it's his destiny." He's gonna
Yeah, he has to
He's gonna be in a
sing.
cat band.
Bo's getting and Bowie's named after David Bowie.
Good boy. Wasn't there a cat band in Portlandia?
Yeah. Except it was one kitten and
Yeah,
the
a bunch of
rest were
humans.
humans. Yeah.
Do I pour this to the top, you think?
If that's what you
I don't
want.
know. Just supposed
Yeah,
to.
because that forms the base.
Hema said, "I think his noises truly vocalize just how I feel always."
Forever Scream.
Well, he does that when he's hungry
Yeah.
or when he wants to get up out of the box in the morning. So,
But he doesn't
He's
want to
got a
settle down to
purpose.
eat. Joseph tried to feed him.
Bogey's
Yeah.
getting angry now.
He's in a.
He's in the box.
In his
Okay.
box, yeah. Not his cage.
that's why he wants to get out.
Yeah.
He wants to
But he
play.
needs to
Explore.
learn.
Dang, baby.
He's got like 5 different voices.
I like him because he's sweet, but he's got a lot of
He's got
personality.
spunk.
He's very assertive.
After Bowie.
Yes, you are.
he
Uh,
decides to
yeah.
play with him.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you to do that after Bowie's been taken care of.
Whoa, I'm trying to
Uh-oh.
get your
Yeah.
paw loose. Why is there a shirt right here?
Oh, those are the ones for the crawfish boil.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying some mixed colors. We'll see how that goes.
I just did that too.
Oh, with the blue and
yeah,
that's
the rest
pretty.
of the blue on top of the. but I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
He's in a mood.
You might as well just
Whoa.
feed him because he's probably. He's like, oh, that kitten won't shut up.
You
Shut
don't think it's
that
already to the
baby
top?
up.
I was
There's
hoping
some. There are
playing would
some
release some of the aggression.
holes in it, so I'm trying to get it, but it's mostly good. Like I said, I'm not making any of this to sell. I'm just making it
Good boy.
to keep. So
Good boy.
I'm not really.
Still a little.
You might want to
bit
go a
in
little more with that.
here. If I can get
If you
some
got
more,
any,
yeah.
you could do clear even. He's such a baby.
Yeah.
Should I play with Bowie in a different room or something?
No.
No, he wants to get
no,
out.
he wants to play with y'all, but he's too little, really, to play with
You know, it
y'all.
would be interesting. Where did y'all get that,
What?
Any paper
that
towels?
thing where you have the instructions on it? Play and
Oh, the
Oh,
buttons.
the buttons, Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah,
It might be interesting
to
start
teach
doing
Dax
I don't
that.
know, I
Once
don't
he
know.
knows his name,
Yeah.
that's a good time. The thing with Bowie is we waited way too late
Yeah.
because he already can communicate what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He
already
doesn't
starting
need
that with the eating.
You wanna play? Oh.
fuss, grump.
Good boy.
Mm.
Good boy.
Now you could, if you want, sprinkle some more of this on top.
Mashi Huagawa.
I don't know. This has got quite a bit of it already at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so,
suspended.
Everybody loves to be a.
wanna treat?
So I'm looking for another
Dark?
color. You have lavender in there somewhere?
Maybe.
Alcohol,
Baby.
pearl, what? Smolder.
Yeah, that's like a pewtery kind of color. So I did the gold ink. I did too much because you're not going to be able to see any of the flecks in this. But that's
Yeah.
okay. That doesn't really matter.
By the way, is this something that you would recommend a parent doing with?
It depends on the age of your
Whoa.
kid and
Bubbling.
kind of them as the kid as a person. So as a 10-year-old, I was very hyperactive and kind of impulsive, and I tended to move about kind of unpredictably. So
he's
like
mad now.
even with a parent,
wants
this
out.
might not have been a good one for me as a child, but as like a teenager, it would have worked okay. So it really kind of depends on your kid. Mostly because this is the sort of thing that if you spill it, it goes everywhere.
Yeah, and a little bit
Yeah.
definitely goes a long way.
I'm gonna regret this 'cause I don't want. Ooh. Oh, is Devin here?
I feel Hamashi, because I feel like clips of their meows would be really funny remixed into a song. LMAO.
Go for it. If you want to do it, go for
And she
it.
also says, I've seen people do that, like edit the pitch of cat meows.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Oh, you did smolder?
Yeah, I had to add a lot of color into it because it mostly bubbles on top. Watch.
So is Devin coming?
No, he's watching JoJo's.
He ditched his son!
Well, that's
My
unusual.
brother ditched his son
Figured out there's a new season.
to come and.
He picked up something to eat. They canceled the meeting.
I know,
now.
he could have come here and spent time with his child.
That's right.
See, he's supposed to have a meeting Tuesday from 5 to 6 for the thing on Saturday, and he's not going to be able to go. He can't even do Zoom on it because he's going to be working. So we called the person in charge of the meeting, and she knows about it, but it's supposed to be a band
At the meeting?
No, at the thing.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Foy and the something.
Sure.
I don't know what kind of music it is.
This
but
is
anyway.
not Bag of Donuts.
I would
It's
go
always my
see
problem with Bag of Donuts is
Donuts.
it's always Bag of Donuts. I had friends who had bands when I was a teenager, and they would try to
Yeah.
get gigs, and it was like, well, we already booked Bag of Donuts, and it's like, that's all you ever book. A.
They
And-
were available.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Can I use a little of what you just mixed
Yes.
as the last layer on
smolder?
this? Yeah, because I need a little bit, and it's green.
Did they Maisie and ask what molds you're using?
Like what brand of molds or
Probably
what
wants to
kind of
know what they
molds?
are and probably what brand.
That's probably good enough. They are trinket. I have all kinds actually. I got a lot of them on at Michael's, but frankly, you can
Ooh,
get
look at that.
a lot of the same thing
It's coming
at
up around the side. Your color.
on Amazon. If you'd prefer Amazon, the trinket mold is going to be cool, I think. So we have a lot of
So what is that?
This is like we don't have.
Is that
we
a
have
coaster? I got this much.
It's a it's the sorry, it's the weird one, and of
Oh, the
course
one
there's
that-
a
what's
cat
your
hair
hair?
in it.
Watch your hair.
Well, there's a cat hair in it, and I'm
Got hair
gonna.
and everything.
I know. I put them in Ziploc bags to prevent
You gotta
that.
let it go
She
in.
Yeah.
said they want a bag of donuts. I don't think they're referring to the band.
No.
They're an okay band, but the thing is, they play. If you don't hear Brown Eyed Girl at least 6 times in the evening, then it wasn't Bag of Donuts. They have like a limited set list.
Brown-eyed girl.
I mean, it's the truth. I'm not dunking on them, but when they're the only thing people ever hire around here, you're not really supporting local artists, and you're not really.
Okay, I think. Well, here comes a bubble.
This might
Here comes another bubble.
be it for what we can do.
Well, I've got some.
I know
over
you
here.
got some, and I'm looking to see what I got. Oh, little wiggle worm.
And no, Becca's not going to sell any of these.
No, so I don't. If they
This
have
is-
bubbles, that's fine.
This is what all her relatives are going to get for Christmas.
Only if they want them. I've talked before about how I'm not really one for handmade
Let's get
gifts
some more.
because it can be so.
Unless it's like a Picasso.
Well, unless I know, like something I was thinking about doing was drawing. Oh, he wanted water. All
No,
y'all
he
as
doesn't.
Lilliputians with
Well,
your
that's what he wants, food or water.
with your pets. So Devin would get him and Dax, and you'd get you and Remy,
Oh, that's fine.
and Joseph would get him and Ratoon and Happy. I thought that was like because it's like a portrait, but it's also.
I could
with
find a
your
place
pet.
for that. We had to contact our other friend with the dog.
Yeah.
I think he's had enough time to calm down after his wreck. What stone? What color?
Now we
stone
could
wash?
mix some more. It's like a denim color.
Okay.
We could mix some more if you
And
want
what
to,
color
because
is
I have
this?
coasters.
Pistachio. I think I liked pistachio.
It's like a pretty. It's this color right here.
No, too light.
Too light.
What about darker
This
green?
this is
Like a dark blue green.
This is a good one for
What
that.
is that?
And this is a cool dark blue green. It's called ocean green.
And what is this? Is this not cool?
Yeah, it is cool. It's just more blue.
Okay.
I'm gonna start moving what I can to another room where it can dry. Understood.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think I might leave some of these stripes in it.
Seems like the wax paper's working okay.
You see,
So-
I think I might leave some of these stripes.
Do it. What are you pouring it into is the question.
I don't know. What am I
Because
pouring?
we are kind of in between. We have coasters, but we don't have enough resin mixed up. So what I think you should do is go ahead and start a coaster and we'll mix up some more resin. But we need something to put it on because I'm going to move this tray into another room.
What else do you have?
Joseph, can
Besides
we use
coasters.
the last, or can you grab me a cutting board or something?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put wax paper on it to protect it. Because I think he's using the. Do you know what Joseph's making for dinner
No,
tonight?
no. He didn't say.
Ooh,
Do you know what he's making?
yes, I do.
Well, then what is he? What is he making?
I don't know if he wants it to be a surprise or not.
Or is it supposed to be a surprise to me
I
or
don't know.
something?
Do you want to tell her?
Yeah,
Hi,
maybe.
Dax.
crab cakes.
I can take
Oh, okay. So what made you decide to attack that?
We picked a bunch of crabs yesterday.
Yeah.
It took so long. Let me
Had
put wax
nearly
paper
a
on
pound
this.
of meat. So
And he was, the whole time we were picking, he was saying he wanted to try making
Ooh.
crab cakes.
that is not true. I said it maybe once.
Ooh, ooh. I don't know if I wanna
Said
stir
resin
this.
burgers.
Huh?
I said Benny Nazian said resin burgers.
Yeah, that's right, resin burgers.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I want to stir this. This is
Swirly.
so pretty. Oh, it sounds like a bottom.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get this covered because once
Yeah.
there's resin on it, resin does not come off.
I know.
And you don't want to work,
Okay,
you want
so what
to,
am I pouring it in?
when you're doing resin, you want to work on a hard surface
And,
that you can move.
uh,
Oh, that would look so good with the flakes embedded in it. And then we should mix up some clear.
here's the other one. Don't want to mix your spatulas up. Maybe throw some more of that mermaid on top. What do you think?
Well, we need to do another layer. Do you want to do clear on the bottom or like a darker color on the
I
bottom?
don't know. Well, these are all done, right? Ooh, I don't
You
know.
gotta
You
get
gotta
that
be,
big chunk.
you gotta be careful because a little bit goes a long way with this stuff.
Sam said crab cakes sound
Like that.
delicious.
And then maybe clear.
Clear.
I'm looking forward to it. I love crab cakes. Clear resin or like clear with
I think I
curly
also
glitter.
wanna do this. Oh, look at that. Look, it's
Don't move
making
it too
these-
much because, yeah, these ripples.
I'm getting it all over my hands.
Now, if you wanted, you could use like a toothpick or a,
And swirl
Popsicle
it.
stick
I
and
don't want to
swirl it.
swirl.
you happy with it so far?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it's moving. Look at it. See the center of it? It's moving.
Yeah, so you don't want to add too much because it will
Start
move.
nutting up against it.
Yeah.
But that's
And you don't
okay.
want to, do you want to do a different color maybe?
I don't
And that way
know.
you can get like the two,
What other color would you recommend, artist?
me? I wish the white wasn't dead because the white would look really cool. It would look like surf. Maybe, this is like a blackish, like a dark.
I don't know about black.
This is like a blue. Like it's called Baja blue. And then this is turquoise.
Turquoise would be too close, I think, to what I already have.
What you got?
This is going to make a big drop, though, because of the tip. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, there's like so little of this.
Oh, too many drops. Ooh, look at that.
I'm just trying to use up what I mixed. And I think we need to mix up some more clear.
Okay.
The Benny Nazian asked if you deep fry crab cakes. I don't think so. I wasn't going to. I was just going to pan fry them.
I think if you deep fried them, they would probably, unless you had them in a basket,
Yeah.
they might just kind of disintegrate.
Yeah. I think Devin messed up this cat toy.
Devin did?
Just put it away. Yeah. 'cause I
Watch that, baby.
trying to play with it.
I
He
know.
likes to play.
I know.
Kind of into finger play,
Mhm.
but then he had that like metallic paper ball.
Yeah.
He likes
I thought
the
he would
noise.
like that.
He likes
Because
noise.
he's a kitten, so.
His eyes got real big, and his ears went back. It's like, "Ugh." Okay, one more color.
No.
About how much
You
longer
don't
do you
think
think
so?
you guys are going to be
Not
running?
in the middle of it?
Well, right now, we're almost
Oh, bad.
done, I think.
Hardly able to get any of that in.
Yeah, I'm just trying to use up what I got.
Start cooking.
Well, then we got to talk about how we're going to do the wood river plank. because that needed 2 hours
And
to
how long has it
whatever. Probably
It's
not
been
2
2
hours.
hours.
So we might have to come back to it another day.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming was gonna happen.
Baby, little baby.
Going in the cave.
Give me some more of the,
I'm trying
Flakes
to
over
mix
there.
some more.
except I have sticky hand.
I don't want all this. So, might even just use a couple of these. And then just pour them into one of the cups.
That big bluish flake is really nice, but it's
I
so
know.
big.
Well, you could put it right in the middle if you wanted.
Well, here's another piece of flake. But they're big. They're not
Well, it's
like you can't get it out because
yeah.
it's so big.
Yeah, it's gilding flex.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's on me as the customer because it wasn't like it was like sold for resin and we got tricked or anything like that. It was more like I was like, oh, that's so pretty.
It is pretty. Where'd you get this at David?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Hey, you. Why are you
Yup,
making so much
That
noise?
baby crying, that baby complaining.
Usually complaining because he's hungry or thirsty. This is not a good thing to do with the air conditioning going on top.
No. But we need the AC because that is our ventilation. Well, that and the fans.
Okay, that's it. If I can knock any off the side, then maybe I will, but
No, Kabocha would definitely be more of a resin person than me because they've spent more time doing it.
is that
Oh, a friend of mine
okay?
who's in the chat.
So we're just gonna put clear on top?
I
or-
think so. And then could just do glitter or something in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Since we don't have a whole lot left to do.
I know this is crazy.
It's fun.
You can
but
do a lot.
Yeah, it's good to, I think it's good to have a lot of molds and a lot of small cups and stuff because then you can do different
You're gonna
colors.
have to throw this away.
What?
It's this tablecloth.
Oh, I might try to clean it off. You can use rubbing alcohol to get some of it off.
I'm gonna get that big cup again. And you have to stir it aggressively.
Oh, Mr. Dax.
He's in his box for
Yeah.
right now.
I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
You gotta calm down. You're not at home right now. You're visiting. and
He
you're
can be loud. That's okay. He can fuss.
Now, where did you get this cup from?
What? Some of these things are things I got at Michael's. Some of these
this
are things
one
I've got
might
online.
be a better size.
Well, yeah,
cup.
but I was pouring 2 little cups into it, so I wasn't. I'm not very good at like volumetric estimation.
It's all that math you said you couldn't learn.
I think it might be more the ADHD with spatial.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe
I don't know. You did
maybe a
fine in
little
geometry.
dysgraphic. I love geometry,
Well, there you
but
go.
I'm not good at looking at a
Ooh,
volume.
this is so pretty with the blue in the middle of that.
Let's see.
She
It's
can't
kinda
lift it, so
sparkly.
you're
I
gonna have to
can't.
come to it.
It's kind of sparkly.
Oh, that's pretty.
Even though this is
And those
full
blues.
of bubbles, would you say that is
I wouldn't worry
clear?
about it. No, it's not clear.
Okay, can you take a turn?
Yeah, it's very cloudy.
I've been punching over. Gotta sit.
You gotta scrape it around the sides.
I can stir some if you want.
It's very sticky on the outside.
You'd
so.
have to put gloves on and everything.
You didn't bring an extra pair of gloves, huh?
Oh,
They
we
got
got
some
lots of
plastic gloves
gloves.
right there. Cafeteria
Ah,
gloves.
cafeteria gloves, yes.
Ooh, the bubbles are pretty.
Oh, Dax.
They never did get hot.
Not yet.
And I'm just saying when we were stirring. They never did get hot, you know.
It's supposed to get hot?
It does, as it's a chemical reaction.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta be kind of careful what you put in there, or
Yeah.
just aware of what you put in there.
Yeah.
Like if you put wax, whatever, it's gonna melt the wax a bit. I actually want to do something with crayon bits.
Yeah. Yeah, just
That
to
would
see
be
what
pretty.
happens.
Well, there's been people on YouTube who've done it, and I thought it looked really cool.
Oh, well, I've seen the ones where they had the crayon, and then they put it on a lathe. And made a bowl out of
that's
it with the
cool.
resin.
And,
You
and
ever
do
saw
what
that?
with it?
They put the crayons, and then they put it in,
I've
like, they
seen.
encased
I saw
it in resin.
the guy who made a honeycomb.
And then they took this block that was already
Okay.
hardened, and they put it on a lathe, and they made a bowl out of it.
Oh, how pretty. But what, were the crayons solid in there or were they
Yeah,
melted?
the crayons were solid in there. So basically, what the
Shaved
lathe did was it
crayons?
took away everything that wasn't the bowl.
Shaved crayons?
No, whole
Some of them
crayon,
got
yeah.
some of them got shaved
Well, yeah,
as he was
after the
lathing
lathe.
it.
Oh, Dax.
I'll wash my hands and take him out.
Oh yeah, you've been asking questions all day. How come you're not taking pictures
I
of him?
love that baby.
How come you're not taking pictures of him?
Yes.
You've been asking for cat pictures. This could be clear, but it's got so many bubbles in it, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. No, it's not clear.
No, it's the bubbles. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like all these bubbles.
So the bubbles have to be completely gone?
We didn't wait till all of them were gone, but most of them kind of settled out.
Oh, okay.
Bib, he's a good little bib. He doesn't want that. He just doesn't want to be in that cage.
Yeah. He wants some freedom. And this is not a good
I'm
place.
so tempted to make a tiny halter for him, and that way he can.
Run under the couch.
Yeah, right.
Joseph.
Well,
Joseph
that's what I
knows.
would be afraid of anyway. Like my
Yeah,
daddy
me
be
too.
behind the
Or him
electric.
Yeah.
falling behind the
Yeah.
that plastic whatever
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, because he doesn't have enough sense right now
Well,
to
he's a baby.
get himself out of trouble.
Little baby.
Mostly, he just wants to go back and forth between.
Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah. Oh, baby. You like that. Waiting for the bubbles to settle out back.
That's okay.
I guess.
Maybe a
I don't know.
silicone whisk would help getting the bubbles out.
I think a spatula, because the whisk would put the bubbles in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true, it might.
And I mean, that was part of the stirring. But I'm going to get another stick because that's kind of sticky.
Mhm.
Did you want to do this?
Sure, I'll do it.
But you have to keep stirring.
Yeah, I know.
Some of the bubbles are starting to settle out, I think. They still looking kind of cloudy, but is it? It's not frosty looking, like it looked before. Becky, oh, you got to take that off. You cannot do this all tied up.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, well, I'll take
this. You have to be able to hold. Okay.
Okay.
You want another glove?
Sorry, y'all.
Because the cup is sticky.
Okay, yeah.
All
right,
a
there,
drop
okay.
into a Copic solvent actually helps without compromising tree time, but you don't want to use too much. Would it specifically be the colorless blender, or could I get away with 90% isopropyl alcohol? Because I have both, but sorry.
What's the question?
Oh, Sam said adding some Copic marker solvent, the blender, the colorless blender is what I'd recommend. I'd have to go dig for that.
What's a colorless blender?
It's the solution that the dyes are in with Copic markers.
Here. Just sit
Oh,
right there.
I'm
dear.
not
Don't
trying
drop
to-
it on the floor.
I've
trying to
heard
get
that
there.
isopropyl helps remove
Whoa. You're gonna fall.
I gotta go around the other way.
Here, find a place to sit.
I am. I'm going over there. But I have to go around.
How hard is this? Come on. I don't know what you're trying to do other than that.
But it helps with reducing surface tension of resin just enough to pop some bubbles. I think isopropyl might work for that.
Isopropyl? Is that what you mean?
I'm
Alcohol?
gonna be sassy with
Is it
me
purple?
on my channel.
Is it purple? Isopropyl? There is a difference. One is not and the other one is.
One is not what? Pronounced like that, and the other
Pronounced
one
like
is?
that and the other one is. What do we got? We got guild. And of course, once it gets on your fingers, it's.
Mhm.
What's that for?
That's rubbing alcohol.
To do what?
Spray bottle.
What am I spraying it on?
You could try spraying it on the surface. It might help remove
Of
some
this?
of the bubbles. Yeah.
The bubbles are inside.
Well, it doesn't matter if it has bubbles if it's clear.
I don't care. I mean, it's not frosty.
Yeah.
It's not
26
frosty.
minutes till wood resin project is ready. Thank you, Bane Nacian. We are probably not going to go back to that one tonight, just because this is already
the 2
taken a
hours?
while. I guess.
Yeah, we could
In
put the
46
rocks in.
minutes?
Yeah, put the rocks down and then pour resin on top of it. That's if this is 2 hours. This is.
No, in another 46 minutes.
I don't see why not.
Would it be
We
that
could
that
maybe
long?
resume the stream.
It took us less time to mix that other resin than it took us to mix this. Because remember we had problems with this and then we poured them in smaller
I'll tell
cups.
you what. Tell you what we could. Yeah, it's also 9 p.m. for some people. It's
Yeah.
probably 8 for us.
Yeah.
So something we could do is. Gee, I'm sorry. I'm very hungry, so it's hard for me to
Yeah.
like think.
You're not gonna eat the cat, are you?
No. No. He's covered in roundworm.
Uh-oh. Yes, you would like to be friends with him. And he says,
He's not.
I'm
good.
not your mama.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a child. He's like, I'm a confirmed bachelor. Wasn't looking for children.
Let's see.
Uh.
Yeah, I don't think, hold on. Yeah, it's clear. It's just got a lot of bubbles in it.
Yeah.
It is. It's clear. So just
Okay,
go and
well,
pour
y'all-
it?
Yeah, y'all do what y'all want to do with it. There's 2 coasters left to fix.
You want to pour one of these?
Yeah.
Cat snack.
Pull the chair closer. And you pour on this one,
Okay.
and I'll pour on this one.
I know. You want to explore, and you're too little to explore.
This is going to mess up my circles. Okay, now. Pour it in there.
Okay. What am I making with this?
That's a coaster.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll,
You got a
where is the
nurse on
popsicle
me.
stick? Can always use another one.
Yeah.
Would you like some wet food?
No, he doesn't like, he would not eat after I fix that other wet food. He would not
I
eat the
will
rest.
fix him some, and if he doesn't eat it, Bowie can have
Oh,
it.
yeah. Boy.
Have you
was
fed Bowie?
Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc bag.
Feed the cat, he said. Oh, shoot. Hold this. I
What,
got
you
my
gave me a
bracelet
bracelet in there?
into it. Yeah.
I know he didn't want it, but he's
Oh,
trying
I didn't want to do that.
And that means he's hungry for some.
Soap and water, I bet,
What?
to get the silicone off.
Rubbing alcohol too.
Yeah, where is it? Because I dragged
And a
my,
spray bottle on the table.
I dragged my bracelet through it.
Okay.
Spray bottle on the table. Right here.
Yeah.
Paper towels.
Somewhere
Down
around
there.
Where?
Right there.
Okay. Little taxi.
Now, am I putting dye in this or what?
I don't know. Is she putting dye on that?
You want? I mean, it's pink and gold, so. Is this what you want? Is that it? Would you eat that? Oh, you would eat that.
Oh yeah, make me a liar, cat.
That's cats.
He's
They're
just
picky.
hungry.
Cats are picky. Because I tried giving him the dry food.
Is that pate?
Yeah.
Well, see, he didn't like the thing with the meat.
Oh, he might like pate
He
then.
might. But I still have the other kitten food at home.
Because pate was what we gave him.
The first time.
Yeah.
What color am I using?
Warm water and soap.
No, what
I
color?
don't know what color.
Gee.
There's more in here too.
Oh, boy. Decisions.
You have to
Maybe.
read it on the outside.
Oh, he's going to town. That's cats though.
Monsoon.
Like Remy would get so picky.
What is that?
Monsoon, it's,
Okay. Not on this one.
Okay,
On that
okay.
one.
how many drops do I have?
That's
As
up to
many as you
you.
want. It's a matter of taste.
Okay,
Start with one and see where it goes. Just don't drip it in the other one.
all right, I won't.
The other one is done. One drop goes a long way. Okay, so if you like that,
Kitty has fancy taste. Yeah, he does.
is that good?
He licked the gravy off first.
Of course, they all go for the
They
gravy.
love the savory gravy.
Gravering.
They all like gravy. Now, what would we do after she put these drops on here if we sprayed alcohol on top?
I don't know. It might diffuse it, but you don't want to spray too much alcohol because that can make it so that the resin never fully settles.
Okay,
But
so
a
we don't
little,
do
like a
that.
couple sprays would probably be okay.
No.
Why would you spray it on there
It would
anyway?
diffuse it.
You want to put
okay.
any kind of shiny things in it? There's also all this glitter.
Yeah. Let's try the pink.
This?
Yes. And that's gonna get mixed in.
No, it's not going to mix in. It's just going to sit on
Oh,
top.
okay.
Okay, put the shaker.
All right.
Oh, yeah, look at that, huh? That's pretty.
So what I was thinking for the Wood River is that we could stream it to finish it another time.
It's up to you.
Because by the time we've eaten something and cleaned everything up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's probably gonna be like 10.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they were gonna have us do a bottom thing that required.
Yeah, but you
setup.
know what? This is going to be okay. This is going to be okay, except for the tape. I think we could have left the tape on.
No, because then it would have bonded forever to the wood.
What would have bonded forever?
The epoxy to the popsicle sticks.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe so. Ooh. What was that?
And what is that going to be?
That's going to be like a work of art thing.
Oh, okay.
What's
That's
in
the
the
box.
What box?
It's right here.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah. Nope, that's not the box. That's not the box. The box is, I forgot where the box is, but anyway. It's gonna look good,
Yes.
because what we're gonna do is put the rocks in the middle, and then we're gonna pour resin. So it's gonna be all one piece. The wood on the side, yeah, it's gonna be like a river running through
Oh,
it
that's gonna be pretty.
with these different colored,
Yeah.
People do that with like knots in wood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They'll pour like colored resin in.
Yep, well, so much for that. I was trying to catch one that.
Oh, he's so good.
Like I said, he cries when he's hungry and he's
so
thirsty.
good. Hey, Bo.
I'll just keep my distance.
Hey, Bowie.
Get used to them, Bo.
You don't have to worry about it. It's okay.
Okay.
I was just gonna take that piece if it was loose, but
Yeah.
got so much silicone on, resin on my hands. And
Mm.
yeah, see, this is what it's supposed to look like.
You done? You done? Is that good?
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be
The
interesting.
necklaces are pretty,
Now you want to sleep?
right there.
Yeah, get these.
Uh-huh.
That was a different kit. Yeah, now that this was Hobby Lobby, I remember that where this was. See, he didn't eat too much. Boy's gonna enjoy having him over.
Well, I'm just going to put that in a Ziploc bag and send it home with you. Because he can.
I gotta bathe himself, but he's not gonna bathe his feet. Mm-hmm. Or maybe the front feet. He's trying to clean himself and he falls over. Are you finished with this bag?
Are we done with the resin?
Yeah, she poured it.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess Here's the problem. Can you bring the camera over here
Where
so
you
they
want
can see him? Yeah, Dax. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry I wasn't on camera a whole lot. So if you haven't met him yet, this is Dax. This is my brother's cat that he rescued. Little bitty baby.
Who likes phones, by the way?
Does he?
I think I could download an app on my phone. And that
Oh,
would-
with the
if I could find it, yeah.
So
Because he does actually look at things. He looks at phones.
Yeah,
he looks at TV.
yeah, because he doesn't realize it's not real yet.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys have a good evening. We will resume the Wood River plank thing sometime later this week. This week's a weird one because there's just not a good day to kind of slot that in necessarily. But we'll talk about it amongst ourselves, and I'll get back to you guys. But we'll try to finish the Wood River plank craft kit this week. So if you're doing that one, he sat in my hands.
What?
He just sat down.
Yeah.
If
thought
it's
you
so
said something
cute,
else.
little kitten. Oh well, that would have been funnier.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have said that on stream. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, he's such a good baby, and he's
There's Bo.
he's gonna be visiting on Mondays while my brother's at
Fire
fire
department.
department meetings. So you guys will get to watch him grow up. Bo is slowly getting kind of used to him. I think as long as Dax is not allowed in Bo's spaces. He's
Right,
good.
and if as long as Bowie is the one making the moves,
Yeah.
then I think that will be okay.
But we have no plans on leaving them unattended together
No.
because that's just dangerous. Anyway, it was good seeing you guys. I'll let you guys know later this week when we're gonna resume the Wood River plank. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope you guys stay safe and healthy. So bye guys, and there
Bye.
should be an X on the top of the screen.
Yes.
Hit the X, and then I'll be. Do you really want to end the stream?
Okay.
Yeah, hit OK.
All right.